Hello Otakus, I am Jabo Rico. This is the first video that I'll be making on Japanese films in English. I'm sure you have your own favorites and I am sharing with you my top AJAV idols for the second half of 2020 and the early 2021. I have also selected my favorite film of them over the past year based on the exciting story plot and amazing performance. Comment below and let me know if we are on the same page. And the rankings are not in order. First up we have Momo Sakura's IPX 438. I am a huge fan of Momo and I can never stop watching her. This film is a popular idea pocket theme that satisfies you otaku's big fantasy of visiting your female colleague's home. Finishing work late, you want to find a good chance to do it by missing the last train to go home. Momo's effortless seduction in the early scenes can make any otaku feeling sinful just by looking around her house. I would choke on my beer too if I get to see Momo changing out into her all-revealing pajamas. The setting makes you feel so casual and arousing. After an intense session with Momo, fella then makes a video call with his girlfriend. This little devil Momo puts on his office shirt and teases him non-stop during the call. I don't think any guy can handle her amazing body. The final scene is a dream. You wake up to a hot Momo and rock with her on the bed again. This is probably the best night you can imagine with your colleague. Miru Sakamichi's SSNI 881. Looking at the title you should know that this film is not scripted. Only Miru and the male actor are involved in the whole filming process. The scenes look all nature and Miru feels really comfortable in them. There are lesser cuts in between the actions and you can feel how passionate the love makings are. No gimmicks there. Miru is a real talent on top. The way she bounces makes you wonder if she maintains her tasty body by doing it regularly. The variety of positions and the angles are really stimulating to watch. In the whole film, the male actor's face is censored. Well, if you otakus watch Japanese films often, you can probably recognize his body better than yours. No-brainer Yuto Kuroda. FSDSS078 is perhaps Serena Hashimoto's best video produced since her shift from S1 to Felino. Her angelic face and long pair of legs are simply irresistible. The typical JAV storyline goes like this: sister's boyfriend always to pretend to resist the temptation from his girlfriend's sister. For some strange reason, he is holding Irina's hand openly in public when he sends her back. Nani? Then it was revealed that Irina was the one that made him go berserk after a random sucking session at his place. One fine day, his girlfriend decides to leave town and right after that he immediately run off to meet Irina, who is patiently waiting for him outside the door. Fast forward to the next few days. The two of them becomes one and never even move out of the room. The storyline aside, Irina's nice legs are really seductive and you can easily satisfied by angles that capture them well. Karen Kaide's IPX 484 is must-watch if you enjoy watching Irina Hashimoto. Are you or someone who is into your girlfriend's sisters? This video will help you to suppress some of the wild imaginations of yours. The film starts with Karen being angry at her sister's boyfriend when she caught him staring at the area between her legs. He's shocked by her reaction but later becomes more shocked when his less than flattering girlfriend ignores him in the bed. Feeling empty, he walks to the kitchen to get a cup of water. Then Karen suddenly appears out of nowhere and starts to give him a hard time with her legs. The next scene is more bizarre. His girlfriend falls asleep randomly in the middle of a conversation with Karen and him. Someone must have drugged her with the orange juice. Karen then begins a risky adventure at home with a sister's girlfriend. What? Please proceed to the door scene for some ridiculous imagination. You must have heard of top-rated Rimu Suzumori, one of the biggest hit in 2020 with her rising popularity in the industry. In her films, her smile and energy are enough to make anyone to fall in love with. AWB023 actually reminds me of the Japanese variety show, Silent Library. The scenes in this film can really shows that there's so much you can do within a tight space without getting noticed by others. The secrecy in the last scene is madly stimulating. She shows you how to take risk in fooling around in the house. She initiates aggressively on top and takes the lead most of the time. She is also so great at keeping her voice down. She is the one who can keep secrets. I just don't get it why the family can never notice they're shagging even how obvious they are. Is she a ninja? A long tenure fan favorite idol, Tsukasa Aoi's SSNI 889 caught my attention because of the drama-like sad story that was told from the guy's perspective. On a random night on a random street with his girlfriend, he sees his old teacher and starts to have insane flashbacks. Aoi-san used to protect and took special care of him during his school days. After guiding him and taking away his virginity, teacher Aoi gave him frequent shag and tears at every corner of the school. She even visited him in his house just to check him out. On their annual reunion meeting, they ended up in a hotel to reminisce the good old times. The ending is very touching as he realized that despite getting married to another woman and having a career, Aoi-san is constantly on his mind. She is no doubt the one that got away just like the girl in the high school drama. If you are fond of cute and petite girls, Aizawa Minami is my top choice. She is active again and has produced 6 films last year. IPX 557 delivers a great storyline with Aizawa being a lady landlord who is on a long dry spell. One night, she is so pissed off from listening to the nutty pantings from the new tenants unit. The Japanese walls are thin and hollow, they are not soundproof at all. Getting frustrated, Aizawa tells the young man off the next day. Feeling guilty, the tenant then gives in to Aizawa's request to make her own naughty sound. And a special tenant-landlord relationship is formed between the two. But little did he know that lady landlord is craving for more and now he is being exploited with both his body and money. Momonogi's IPX 598 is one of the most amusing JAP film I have watched. A creative yet confusing story plot. Kana will surprise you with her strong delivery of her finishing blows to the enemies. One day she lost her brother and finds a bad villain in her house. He then knocks her out by discharging a big load on her face after their intense wrestling. In the search for her missing brother, she meets a few weird characters. A talking box reveals to her that the villain will violate humans of any gender he sees and turns them into a monster. I guess you probably know what has happened to her brother. Then she meets a guy with a funny mask and after rounds of fighting, she suddenly remembers the box's advice. He will die if he comes. With some strokes of luck, she is able to finish him off. Her next enemy is a big and strong dude. Unable to fight back, she starts to lick him all over and again takes him out with a huge ejaculation. She then finds her aggravated and wounded brother being wrapped in bandages, trying to attack her like a crazy guy. After a short sparring, he starts to recognize her and is quite a touching moment to watch. The final scene is the most entertaining one of all. Like usual, the final bad villain is almost undefeatable, but Kana knows his weakness. She paralyzes his fighting ability by stripping his pants off and then strokes his weapon profusely. Kana goes all out in her final blow. She rides him wildly and leaves him spurting out to the last bit of his vitality. Thank you, hope you enjoyed the review and see you in the next video.